Alright, and we're back. It's odd that we don't see any actual demons just yet. Yes, well, I'm waiting for them to pop around at any corner at this rate. You're just sticking your hand in the sarcophagus then? Not worried about more mummies popping out? Well, we're not in a forbidden tomb anymore. Well, no, but we're in an ancient ruin with mystical artifacts and ancient technology that's nothing like anything we've seen before. Right, I suppose I should be more careful. Your anger's getting a hold of you again, lad. You need to calm down. Yes, I know. I can't help it, though. Especially every time we pass these poor souls. You're gonna find more, I'm sure, deeper in the ruins, lad. Just try to keep a level head. I'll do my best. Thank you, Dora. More chains. And more dead souls. Many of these are going to be closed casket burials. It's atrocious what they've done. I'm curious what these chains are, but I'm certainly not going to touch them. Aye, I'm in agreement with that vote. Oh, I think we found the demons, Dora. Aye, I think you did. Oh, fantastic. It's immune to fire. Alright, well, let's try this then. Well, that seems to work at least. Great, now do something better than that. I'm working on it. And then I'm falling back. Well, it didn't damage them, but it seems to at least stun them. That's good to know. Blue slads are some of the most deadly. Of course, that's what we find. Aye, that appears to be our normal luck. You really should focus on the blue one, Dorna. I'm more worried about the one that's hitting me. Yes, well, if you kill that one, it unsummons the other. The magical link is broken. Oh. Well, didn't know that. Well, now you do. Well, apparently you don't learn. Well, this means you can focus on that one. And it gives me an opening like that. Well, perhaps this will be a better... Well, of course it didn't work too well. It's a blue slad. What are you doing? I feel like you're losing your touch a bit with your anger. That's quite possible. No, I'm focusing on killing this damn demon. Jeez. Alright, almost there. Ah, well done, Dorna. Aye, you as well once you got your head on straight. Yes, I'm sorry, it took me a bit, didn't it? I think I've calmed myself a bit now. Everyone hold still so I can tend to the wounds. Aye, their claws definitely take a punch. I think it'll be a good idea for you to wear this as well. If you're about to give me that stupid helmet, I'm gonna have a problem with it. Well, you can have a problem with it, but it would still do you well. So does this belt. I'm really not happy with you right now. I don't know whatever you're referring to. Laugh it up. Laugh it up. Don't worry, it'll help keep you safer. And it'll ease my tension. That's what you were trying to do earlier, right? Aye, but now that you're eased, I'm not too pleased about it. Oh, come on, it could be worse. Ow! Jesus. Who the hell is Jesus? Well, I suppose I should have yelled helm, but the narrator's an idiot. Luckily, I seem to avoid the brunt of the damage. And taking a moment to regain his senses, he then read the scroll and copied it into his spell book. While Dorna glared at him through her helmet, wondering if this was really the time for that. Look, don't look at me like that. Your helm looks odd when you tilt your head in that direction. My helm looks odd no matter what. You're the one that put it on me. Ah, at least I'm able to avoid that for the most part. I am surprised you're managing it. Usually you're the one that falls into these things. Granted, you still are, but at least you're not suffering the consequences. Yes, well, I can hear I can hear murmurs on the other side of this. Prepare. I'm as prepared as I get, lad. Try this again. At least I interrupted his spell. Well, now I have a clear shot, I suppose. I hate demons and their innate magical resistance. Makes things much harder for me for no reason. Let's try this. No, wait, this one. Die, please. Well, that did something. Not enough, though. No, wrong one. Oh, that uses both? Okay, well, might as well use Fireball then. It seems the spell was not absorbed by the orb. That's something to make note of later, I suppose. Fireball did not work, so let's just spam it with Magic Missile. Damn greens are stronger than the blues. It's still not dead. Ugh, finally. You alright, Dorna? Oh yeah, I'm just great. Glad this helm was on. It helped me so much. Not against that one, perhaps, but against the blues and any that use electrical spells it will. Come here, stop complaining, let me bandage you. I'm still not pleased about this. Yes, well. Huh. Cloak of Arachnida? Arachnida, I suppose. This black garment embroidered with a web-like pattern in silk gives the wearer many of the abilities of a spider. The cloak also grants immunity to entrapment by web spells or webs of any sort. The cloaks of this type are common in the Underdark and are almost standard raiment for the drow priestesses. Might be something that Victor takes the time later to combine with his current cloak in the heart. Starting to come up with ideas on how he's going to manage that. Probably be before he heads into the Dark Runes, though. Spell Orb. This orb has a glowing magical aura. This is obviously a Netherese artifact of some sort. It appeared to almost try to absorb the spell I'd fired earlier, but it didn't actually manage it. Perhaps it was too potent? It was a fireball. I don't know. Wasn't paying attention, lad. Do you want to experiment? Do we have time for you to experiment? Well, perhaps. Let's see what happens when I use this more simple spell. Yeah, it seems to try, but it still can't handle it. Perhaps it's not the level of the spell then so much as the type. A defensive spell, perhaps? Well, whatever you're gonna do, hurry up, lad. I'd hesitate to use something of this level, but It appears it was absorbed, theoretically. Does that mean it is capable of absorbing more? Well, I can't target that, can I? Nope, can't target with death armor either. Okay. Maybe a scroll? No. What else could I use? I don't actually have many defensive spells memorized at the moment. Maybe a summoning spell? No. Lad, is this really the time to be experimenting? Do we really have time for this? Well, I don't know, honestly, but if this item helps, then taking a moment to rememorize spells and try again might actually be well worth it. These items are not weak. Alright, well, then take time to rememorize things and try one more time, but we can't stand around doing this. I know. Just give me a few moments. Try to watch the door for me if you would. I'll do so. That... I don't know how many it will want, but... Let's see. I think most of my defense... Well, protection from elements. Instead. Yeah. That's 3. I mean, that's usually the magic number, right? Alright, I've taken a couple. Give me a moment to re-prepare them, and then, well, we'll see where it goes from there. At least this means our items will recharge as well. That'll help us against the next battles. I'm sure there's plenty more of those damn demons. Alright. That there. There, and then we'll try this. Well, I suppose it absorbed it? Huh. Well then, it did absorb it. Acquired item, spell staff. Desert Fury. This staff is filled with magic, amplified by the magical powers of the Netheril. What other wonders this race might have been capable of before they were destroyed fill your imagination with great desire. Well, look at that. You got another staff? Indeed, and this one is much more potent than the Staff of Power that's finally running out of charge. On the other hand, it's also weighing me down considerably. That's because you can't carry anything. Hardly my fault. I feel like it is your fault. Carrying all those ingredients and everything else. Yes, I suppose I don't really need any of this anymore, do I? I'll have to take a moment after we clear out this area and, well, attempt to do some differentials. You know, try to make some potions and whatnot. Indeed, I have plenty of little things now, after all. Fair enough, I suppose. It might be worth it in the end. Theoretically. And these are pretty much no longer useful, so I think those will be sold next time we get somewhere. Might be worth putting the potions in the bag, too. Or at least the buffing ones. I do carry quite a few of them. Okay. What level healer's kit is this? Why is that not fitting? Oh, it's a +1, which I have 2 stacks of. Alright, fair enough. Was this the 20% one? Yeah, okay. That's where all this stuff is going. Okay. I hate how weighed down he gets so easily. Oh, the life of a wizard. But that staff is actually extremely interesting. He'll definitely be using that. I just don't know how, when, or why. Probably, actually, yeah, no. Probably as soon as he's done using, as soon as the Staff of Power is used up, he'll switch it over. I'm curious what that unique special ability it has does as well. I imagine that it's something similar to using the spells that I charged it with. Or maybe the spells were just there to charge it in general. But the fact they had to be defensive spells makes me think that there was another reason for it. But, alright. I'm going to finish organizing everything and resituate my spells, and I will be right back. Alright, got everything resituated, so good to go. Did decide to actually keep that layout, because it might be useful to help buff Dorna at this rate, since they have such high magic resistance. Okay. Alright, well, that was certainly not a waste of time. Well, I suppose we'll see once you start actually using it. Well, I'd rather get rid of the charges on this last staff first, especially since it's clearly... Ouch! Well, I suppose now's your chance, huh? All the others have been so peaceful, I didn't even expect that. Aye, it was definitely a mistake. Oh god, it's still not dead. Well, there goes the staff. Just toss that away now that it's a useless object. Ow. You alright, lad? He clipped you pretty well. Yes, he got you several times as well. Ugh. Well, I suppose that's one way to use the rod. Now, what on earth does this all do? Flame lash, gust of wind. And a unique power. I'm curious what that does. Shall I test it? As long as it doesn't blow us up? Well, that's fair. Yeah, let's hope that doesn't happen. Well, I suppose I should use it on me to begin with. Oh. Well then. The hell is all that? That is essentially 3 different spells that it's stored all in one. Well, that's damn useful. Indeed, I can use this on you to enhance you quite a bit. Oh, and another gigantic heavy item. Lovely. Still, this is extremely potent. I can switch to the other for offense afterward, too. Well, aren't you just Mr. Fancy? So it would seem. That's quite handy. Increase my survivability a bit. Oh, there are 3 in here. Fantastic. Exciting. Well, hold on. Let them swarm into the door and I'll give them a present. There we are. They didn't like the present too much, but I still gave it to them. Aren't you all sassy now that you're infused with magical energies? I suppose you're wearing off on me a bit, aren't you? Target the ones that weren't summoned. It's hard to tell. They all look alike. I'm not sure if I should comment on that being racist or not. Well, definitely not right now. It's not quite the time. Suppose you're right there. Still not dead. By the gods, these things are stubborn. Alright, there's one. Dorna, potions. I can only drink them so fast, lad. Oh, that That's true, but I can certainly help you out a bit by giving you half-decent ones. That one's summoned. That one is as well. But we might not have much choice to target them. That with that. Hang in there, Dorna. I'll do more than hang in. I'm gonna kick its damn ass. Hopefully I'll kill it before you have to. Still not yet, huh? Well, let's try the new staff then, shall we? I'm not sure if this is the time to be experimenting. On the contrary, I feel like that was the perfect time to experiment. Well, so it was. Things are in the way, I can't kill them. Would you die, please? I don't think it's going to cooperate like that. Though this defensive property of the spell of the staff is impressive, it isn't otherwise. I suppose that's good enough, though. I would love if it died. Heal her again. And then cast Stone Skin on her. That'll help. Summoned. Could you just die? Greatly appreciate it. Oof, 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 that's bad. Alright, well, I'll see you guys in a moment when I get back to that section. Hello everyone, and thank you for watching. If you enjoy my videos and don't want to miss out on future content, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell notification button. If you'd like to support me on a more personal level, offer recommendations, chat with me, or vote on future series, then consider becoming one of my patrons on Patreon. Thank you once again for all your support, and I can't wait to see you in the next chapter of our story.